During these trying times, Google, the search engine, decided to release 10 of their most popular games again to the public. So naturally, I took it upon myself to play every single one of them and rate them for you. This is the official ranking of the 2020 most popular Google Doodles. Number 10, The Coding Game. This game is terrible, and I hate it. It's dull, but also insanely difficult. Like, I had to look up cheat codes for this game, which is meant for children. Also, the noises, they're not enjoyable. That rabbit sound, it's gonna haunt my nightmares. Number 9, the Clara Rockmore Virtual Theremin. This isn't even a game, really. It's just a virtual theremin, which is basically a virtual piano. Now, I did get some enjoyment out of this. I did a theremin recital for my family, but it's not really replayable. There are a few tutorials at the beginning, but other than that, it's a theremin. Number 8, PacMan. I just gotta say it, I am not a big fan of PacMan. And that's regular PacMan. The thing about Google PacMan that makes it a bit dull is that each level is the exact same map every single time. So, plus, I think I'm just a bit too indecisive to be good at this game, because I'll be like, I don't know where to go, and by then, the orange ghost is already eating me. So this is more so a matter of personal preference than anything. But I'm just not a huge PacMan person. Number 7, the Fishinger Music Maker. This is kind of the point where the games start to actually be fun. So, one thing I like about this is that once you create your little composition, you can play it in the background while you do your homework and stuff. So, this is a game that you can just sort of have on without necessarily playing. However, this isn't even the best music game, let alone the best game. Number 6, the Hip Hop Game. This is my favorite of the music games for one reason and one reason only. It has quests. Specifically, 10 different quests that once you complete them all, you get a little trophy. It's fun. I like my games to feel like games, you know? Plus, Apache's Jump On It is one of the records you can put on. And that song's kind of a banger. Number 5, Scoville. This game is cute and fun. It's kind of like a fighting style game, like Pokemon, but instead of having actual moves, you kind of just have to click at the right time. Also, I've never even played Pokemon, so do not quote me on the accuracy of that statement. But my major issues with this game are, A, it's short, and B, if you do not succeed, you have to start all the way at the first level. There's no checkpoints, which is insanely annoying. I had to play through the entire game 2 times just to finish it. So those are my thoughts on the scope. Number 4, Garden Gnomes. Oh, this game's pretty great. One of the things I like is that the variety of gnomes, they all kind of have different aerodynamicness, so it's like a different experience every time. However, I mean, the concept behind this game is you launch the thing and you try and see how far it goes, which has been done before. That one Sushi Cat game, same concept. This one Turtle game I remember playing once in like the 5th grade and then never again, same concept. And that is what puts Garden Gnome under my top 3. Number 3, La Loteria. So this is the only game, as far as I know, that has a multiplayer mode, which automatically puts it pretty high up there. I had assumed that there would be more multiplayer games to the point where I had planned on having 2 separate tiers, one for the single player and one for the multiplayer. But this was the only one that had that, so it got to be in the tier with everything else. This game is pure fun, especially when you're playing it with your friends over a Zoom call. It's a great way to learn some Spanish words that you might not know. And also, I love the fact that it's beans as the bingo markers, because when I was in Spanish class at the good IH of M, we would play bingo, not this kind, just regular bingo, but we'd use the beans, and it was great. Also, play this game long enough, and you will know how to pronounce Xoloy Squintlay by the end. Number 2, cricket. The cricket game. What is there to say about the cricket game, really? When I first came up with the idea for this tier, before all the games were released, I was like, I bet cricket is going to be number 1. And even though it wasn't, it's still a great and very fun game. Because, first of all, how many virtual cricket games have you ever played, if not counting this Google one? Probably none. So, we already have a unique concept going for us, plus the art is really cute. The gameplay itself is easy enough to master, yet challenging enough to challenge you. Wow, my brain's really doing words well today. Okay. But we still don't have number 1 yet. Number 1, Halloween 2016. This game is, without exaggeration, a perfect game. It has an actual storyline, which the gameplay complements really well, plus the art I really love. I went into the game at first thinking it would be too scary for me. However, I was soon swayed by the fact that, first of all, it's a really cute kitten, and second of all, the ghosts aren't that scary, honestly. It's a game that I think all ages should be able to enjoy. Plus, one thing this game has that put it over the top in regards to cricket is that it had different stages where the gameplay got harder each time that also advanced the story, whereas cricket is just kind of like they're pitching the ball faster this time. So that's why I think Halloween 2016 is the best game out of all 10 popular Google Doodle games. Thank you for watching my video, and check out some of these games if you like.